Adobe is about to provide a major textbook long setup. In today's analysis, I will take a look at Adobe looking at a higher time frame, showing how you can capitalize on an exponential trading opportunity. If we take a look right here, first of all, at the monthly chart of Adobe, and we determine the overall trend, you can see, and I think that this is pretty obvious, that the overall trend on Adobe is clearly bullish because this chart moves from bottom left to top right. Basically, once Adobe broke out of the textbook symmetrical triangle pattern, which has been forming from 2007 actually until 2013, after Adobe managed to break above this triangle resistance, you can see the rest was history, and we saw an overall rally of roughly 2000% towards the upside. And Adobe then created the all-time high a couple of years ago, back in the end of 2021, which was roughly at this psychological $700 level. Ever since, Adobe has been consolidating. However, this is not totally unexpected because, again, if we look at a specific market structure, Adobe has been again creating a simple triangle. On the one side, we do have the lower support, which we do get by simply connecting all of the previous lows. And as you can see, Adobe had the last retest in the end of 2022, when Adobe was also retesting horizontal structure exactly at this $270 level. You can see that this previous level was acting as resistance. After the break towards the upside, it was turned support a first time and turned support a second time before Adobe then managed to actually take off and create the new all-time high. And Adobe then actually retested a confluence of support, created bullish confirmation on the smaller time frames, and then this overall continuation towards the upside. And as I mentioned, we once again do have a triangle pattern because this time Adobe is once again creating also an upper resistance trend line, which of course then leads to a once again symmetrical triangle pattern, basically the same pattern which we saw back from 2007 until 2013. And again, in this case, it's a symmetrical triangle pattern. We entered bullish into this pattern, so there is overall a higher chance that we will see a bullish breakout. Now, why did I mention that there is a textbook trading opportunity coming soon? Because, and this is the last line which I simply have to draw, we do have a horizontal structure at this psychological $440 level. As you can see, this level has actually been acting as support in the past. Then Adobe actually broke below the previous support, retested it, and rejected it towards the downside. And then Adobe again broke back above this structure, created bullish confirmation on the smaller time frames, and then this short-term rally towards the upside. And since Adobe is once again approaching this level from above, this is now simply acting as a major support level. And once Adobe actually comes a couple percentage lower to actually retest this level, in this case, we would need another drop of roughly 10% towards the downside. And Adobe then manages to create bullish confirmation inside of this level. There is an extremely high chance that following the overall uptrend, following the specific market structure, and following price action on the smaller time frames, Adobe will create a move higher. And as you know, if we actually break out of this triangle pattern, just referring back to the pattern from 2013, then this is a major triangle pattern because we were in a quite long consolidation. It will be followed by a major move towards the upside, and we will easily see new all-time highs after Adobe actually manages to break above this upper resistance trend line. If you enjoyed today's breakdown of Adobe, as always, I really appreciate if you smash that like button below. I will certainly keep you updated, especially if Adobe actually retests this level. I will then publish a new video analysis. Until then, we just have to be patient. We have to keep Adobe on our watch lists. I will keep you updated. I will see you tomorrow with a fresh breakdown. In the end, just remember to keep your long-term vision.